Hey everyone, today we're diving into the story of a man who rose from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs, Abu al-Misk Kafur. His life is a tale of resilience, wit, and ambition in the dazzling world of medieval Egypt. Our story begins in the 10th century in the bustling Islamic world. Born in Nubia, modern-day Sudan, Kafur wasn't born into power or privilege. In fact, he was enslaved as a child and brought to Egypt. And just to make things even tougher, he was likely castrated, a common practice for male slaves destined to serve in elite households. But Kafur was no ordinary slave. Even as a boy, he had a sharp mind, a knack for leadership, and a sense of humor that would make anyone stop and listen. And that's how he caught the attention of his master, Muhammad ibn Tugh al-Ikhshid, the ruler of the Ikhshidid dynasty in Egypt. Muhammad saw something special in him and began grooming him, not just as a servant, but as an administrator and military leader. Kafur proved himself time and time again. Whether it was running the treasury or leading troops into battle, he was a natural. And when Muhammad died, guess who stepped up to become the power behind the throne? That's right, our boy Kafur. Kafur didn't just serve the Ikhshidid rulers. He practically ran the show. His political savvy and charm made him indispensable. And let's not forget, Kafur had a way with words. He was a master of diplomacy, known for turning potential enemies into allies. In 946 CE, Kafur officially took the reins as the ruler of Egypt. And here's the kicker. He wasn't just accepted, he was respected. Despite his background as a slave and eunuch, Kafur earned the loyalty of soldiers, the admiration of scholars, and the trust of the people. Under his leadership, Egypt became a powerhouse in the Islamic world. He maintained stability, boosted trade, and fostered the arts. And speaking of the arts, Kafur loved poetry, and poets loved him back. One of those poets was the legendary al-Misk, who initially showered Kafur with praise, calling him the king of generosity. But when Kafur didn't reward him with the governorship he wanted, the flattery turned into some epic roasting. Al-Misk's poems became infamous for their cutting insults against Kafur. Kafur's reign wasn't all poetry and diplomacy. He had to deal with constant challenges, rebellions, rival dynasties, and the ever-looming threat of the Fatimids, who wanted to take over Egypt. But Kafur didn't just hold the line. He expanded Egypt's influence across the region. He proved that a ruler's strength doesn't come from their birthright, but their ability to lead. Kafur ruled for over 2 decades, leaving behind a legacy of stability and cultural flourishing. When he died in 968 CE, Egypt mourned the loss of a leader who had defied every odd to rise to power. But his death marked the end of an era. Just a few years later, the Fatimids would conquer Egypt, bringing their own dynasty to power. Still, Kafur's story remains a testament to resilience, intelligence, and the sheer audacity to rewrite your fate. So, why does Abu al-Misk Kafur's story still matter? Because it reminds us that greatness isn't about where you start. It's about what you do with the cards you're dealt. Kafur's life is proof that intelligence, wit, and determination can take you further than anyone might expect. Plus, his story gives us a rare glimpse into a medieval world where race, background, and status could be transcended, at least by someone as extraordinary as Kafur. Abu al-Misk Kafur went from being a slave to ruling one of the most powerful regions in the medieval world. His story is one of grit, brilliance, and the power of defying expectations. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey through history, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. Let's keep uncovering the stories that shaped our world. See you next time.